What's going on, folks? Antoine here with Core Cutter Lifestyle and Tech, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Channel Master Smartenna. So I'm going to try to keep this video short and sweet. What I'm going to be doing is comparing this antenna to some of my existing antennas and see if it actually makes a difference, because the general consensus for any cord cutter out there, if you've been a cord cutter for a while, you know that an indoor antenna is an indoor antenna, no matter where you put it. An outdoor antenna, especially for rural areas, is going to be your best option. While I get this thing cracked open, let me show you some antennas I'm going to compare it against. Now, these are the top two antennas for my area, for my place. The Clear TV little bitty antenna, I'm going to be comparing it to this, which I actually don't use this anymore, and I'm going to be comparing it to my homemade antenna. Now, this antenna is the one I use. It gets me the most channels, and it's just best for my situation. So let's go ahead and get this thing open and take a look at it. So the online reviews for this antenna were great. 4.5 out of 5 stars. The lowest star rating was 3 stars, and even with those ratings, the customers admitted that they lived in rural areas and they thought that this antenna could replace an outdoor antenna. If you got a lot of trees around your area, this isn't going to resolve that issue. If you're far away from the TV towers, this isn't going to resolve that issue. So let's take a look at the antenna first. So I mean, nice packaging. So the Channel Master Smartenna, what it does is they have 7 virtual antennas built in. So when you run a channel scan, the antenna is going to work with you. It's going to cycle through all those antenna patterns and find the best one for your location. All right, so you see, similar to other flexible antennas, right? But we got this big piece in the middle, and I'm so tempted to take it apart. But you see, we got a black side and we got a white side. So we got that. We got a quick start guide. I mean, the contents are packaged very nicely. 16-foot coaxial cord. Now, I mentioned this in other videos. You know how some antennas come with the coaxial cord attached? They got it detached. That's what I'm talking about. So if you want to make your own cable length, you can do that. We also have a 6-foot cord, 16-footer and a 6-footer. And they also give you some thumbtacks, right, if you want to tag it up, and they get you some double-sided tape. You cannot beat that. Then we also have our power supply. We're going to see how this antenna fares with or against my existing antennas. Now, one thing I want to mention is I'm going to be giving this antenna away. So all you need to do to enter is in the comment section, just comment Smartenna. That's all you need to do. And I'm going to ship this thing out to you absolutely free. All right, before we get this thing connected, I just want to show you guys, anybody that may have this antenna is not familiar with connecting something like this up. They made it real simple. As you can see, this label, this side, you're going to connect the coaxial cord, and that's going to go to your TV, and this side is going to go to your antenna. And of course, the longer cord they give you is going to go to the TV, but you see, it's also color coded, right? So if the text is too small, just match the colors up and stick them in there. These don't screw on, they just press on. This is a great feature, especially for back of TVs. Click complete. So we getting that. What I normally do is go straight up, see if I get channel 10. So channel 10 is there. That lets me know if I'm getting channel 6 and channel 10, then I know I got a pretty decent antenna. So we got a little bit of pixelating. See what kind of signal we getting. So signal's kind of red, but we're gonna just keep going through it and see what kind of signals we getting. Going down now. For my area, channel 40 wasn't coming in. So if I see that, 33 wasn't coming in, definitely. So I'm seeing a big difference already, and it's just off the initial setup. It's other modes the antenna have. When you first connect it, it's gonna do its initial. Now, before you even plug the power in, you want to have it in a location, because as soon as you plug it up, it's going to start cycling through those different virtual antennas to find you the best reception. So have it in the location you want it in before you plug the power in. So we got 60 channels. The main channels for my area is 6 and 10. Those are, in most cases for me, it was either or. So we're going to hook up the Clear TV antenna next and see how many channels we get with that. All right, the Clear TV antenna scan is complete. Let's go up here. So we getting channel 10 as well with this. Still getting a weak signal. You see it's pixelated. Of course, you know, obviously I can move it around, but I think that's when the smart antenna, I would say the smart antenna definitely beats this Clear TV antenna, because with the smart antenna, you don't have to always adjust and, you know, keep getting up, going to the TV or going to where the antenna is and making adjustments. It, you know, it does it for you. It's going to find the best reception and you know, implement that. So let's just go through here and see if 33 popped up. No, we didn't get 33. We still got 42. 42 for me is easy to come in. All the home shopping channels easy. 46, 60, I think it's 68. That all comes in. Channel 6. That's usually giving me a good reception. So last is my homemade antenna. All right, so my homemade antenna, we got 57 channels. Immediately go up and see if we get channel 10. Getting a normal channel, normal signal on channel 10. That one is pretty normal. Channel 10 and channel 6 coming in pretty normal. Now let's go up and see if we'll go down and see if we get in channel 33. Oh, we getting 33 as well. Let's Signal kind of weak though, but all right, folks. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Few things. This channel Master Smartenna is, in my opinion, really is a good antenna. It alleviates some of the hassle that most of us have to do when having to deal with indoor antennas. You have to set your antenna up, run a channel scan, adjust the antenna again, run a channel scan. This Smartenna gets rid of all of those hassles. You just set it up, it's going to cycle through the different modes, and then after it cycles through and finds the right mode, you can run a channel scan. So you pretty much just one and done, you know. And bit of advice for anybody that's new to cord cutting. I definitely recommend, before you even purchase an antenna, head on over to FCC DTV Reception Map, Antenna Web Reception Map, or No Cable is another one that I've used in the past. Enter your zip code, and these websites are going to show you a list of channels that you are able to pull in from your zip code. So just as an example, I'm gonna enter a zip code that's far out, that's way off from the towers in the rural area. And that's another thing. If you live in an urban area, the big city, any big city, you're going to be able to get a pretty decent amount of channels. So this Smartenna would be a good option for you. But if you live far from the city, in the rural area, again, this won't be a good option. And it may be worth the try, because going over the reviews, some people were able to pull in a few extra channels, but not that many to make a difference. And the reviews I read, when they were able to pull in a few extra channels, they were pixelating to the point of frustration. And another thing is, Channel Masters customers really know their product, right? That's why they have a 4.5 out of a 5-star rating. These customers know what they're getting into before they purchase the antenna. A lot of reviewers, this guy uses a high VHF, right? We all know that VHF pulls in low frequencies. That's more around the range of an indoor antenna, and UHF pulls in the higher frequencies, and those are in range with the outdoor antenna. So kudos to Channel Master and their customers. They have a really good community. And yeah, folks, that is it. Again, the giveaway is going to end July 7th. I will contact the winner. Make sure you comment using a YouTube account that you can be reached at. And yeah, great antenna here. Definitely recommend anybody checking it out. If you live within an urban area or a big city, definitely a recommendation from me. So that is it, folks. See you guys next time. Peace out.